Welcome to Creative Academy. My name is JC Geiger. I am an author and storyteller in Eugene, Oregon, and I want to take this time to help you find your best, biggest, boldest ideas. So it's what David Lynch calls catching the big fish, the big exciting ideas. It's what Jim Collins calls those big, hairy, audacious goals. And I think there's a way to access those in your creative life, in your business life. And it's about finding your flow state and silencing your inner critic. So it's kind of like finding the state where you're approaching life in this childlike way. Like you remember waking up in the morning, like just so excited to be alive, like anything is possible. Your imagination is going crazy. Each day is like opening a gift. It's like, it's magic. And if you can get yourself in that place of that childlike state, then you will be amazed at the things that you think of. Things that can actually, with a lot of hard work, be made into reality. So what I'm gonna do is just help you try to short circuit your inner critic with 3 quick writing exercises. Feel free to pause as I go through them, or just kind of let them wash over you and think about how you can apply these in your life. But again, the goal is training your brain to train the synapses to fire in a way where you're not shutting yourself down and you're going deep into the work that you're meant to be doing. So the first one is quite simple. Before I start, you should have some tools ready, laptop or handy notebook, a pen that you like. I think chocolate is actually vital. And I have this really handy die timer that is great because it's just really quick. You can, of course, use your phone, but you could just turn this thing on, set it down. You have 1 minute to write. And the first one's the alphabet. So the exercise is really easy. You basically just start with A and write all the way to Z and come up with a new word for each letter. So alphabet, brave, culinary, donkey, elephant, fun time. You just write it. And no word, the key is this. No word is foolish. You can swear, you can be ridiculous. It doesn't matter. The point is you're training yourself not to analyze what you're doing, just to go with the flow. So this is a great exercise. It only takes about a minute and it's surprising. It can be hilarious. The second exercise is a free write. And I'm going to give you a couple different prompts you can use. But this is really important. And a lot of authors I know, a lot of business leaders I know do this. They do it for 5 minutes. And it's just writing and not stopping for 5 minutes. And that's the only rule, is you don't stop. So a great prompt could be, I remember a time when, and you go. Or you can write yourself a letter, like write to yourself 15 years ago or 20 years ago or 20 years in the future. You can write about like a conversation that you were eavesdropping on at the art bar, like anything, or the coffee shop. It's just 5 minutes, unfettered, non-critical writing. So the third exercise is what I call the movie theater exercise. And this is one that works really well with a team, with a group of people. You do this with your creative team, with your business team. You think about a movie theater that is the most famous movie theater in the world. Always booked. People are flying from all over the world to go to this theater. There's lines all the way around the block. And the question is, why? What is so amazing about this theater? What is making people come? And you open yourself up to the wildest possibilities and just write them down. You know, it could be like you get to zip line into the movie theater, or, you know, you pull your armrest up on the chair and you go into like a chute that takes you down like into a roller coaster. Or maybe there's a movie that's like the end of a series and they're only showing it at that theater. And you just keep just rattling through and nothing is too ridiculous. Nothing is absurd. And then you share that. And that's a great way of getting a team kind of working together. The most amazing creative team I ever worked for actually had this silence your critics strategy, which they called the rubber chicken strategy. And it was this: if at any time in a meeting, in the brainstorming part of the meeting, when you're trying to think of your best ideas, anyone was critical of you, you could throw a rubber chicken at them. So there's just chickens all over the table. You just throw them. And this imagery has really stuck with me in my own life. Like when you hear that critic saying, that's a dumb sentence, or no one's going to read this, or that's too expensive, you just like throw the chicken at them. and try to get it to be quiet, because the best ideas emerge from this state of creative freedom and childlike joy and wonder. And so I hope these exercises can help you get there. I want to let you know about an added benefit. If you're able to silence your inner critic that's telling you your idea is ridiculous or too expensive or whatever it is, it will help you deal with the other critics that are sure to follow outside of you. If you're doing something bold or innovative or truly groundbreaking, there are going to be a lot of critics. I mean, Harry Potter got rejected by every major UK publisher. The Wizard of Oz was like a box office flop before it was the most influential movie of all time. Wired magazine and Newsweek thought the internet was going to be gone by 1996. So you see where I'm going. So first, work on the inner critic, work on the outer critics, and I really hope that those exercises or something like them can help you find that place where you're in the flow and finding your best ideas that are just in there, locked up, ready to be poured into the world. My name is JC Geiger. You can find my books, The Great Big One or Wild Man, at bookstores everywhere, or follow my adventures at jcgeiger.com. Thank you for your time.